Well, I'm no expert on Islam. I just know from experience. And so as to say where and how they violate the Al-Quran, I couldn't really tell you. I know that most people that I talk to, they say, we disagree with that. We believe in being peaceful, and we believe in being loving and caring towards people, even if they aren't of the same religion. And that's kind of how Indonesia has developed, because it's got so many different factions, and there has in the past been a lot of hate between the religions. And so they found kind of magic words that that kind of unite the country. And so, like, one of the things they'll say is Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which is out of many one. So kind of our e pluribus unum that we love, they also they hold to that. And like, out of many races, religions, cultures, we're really one people. And they also believe that there are 5, and I guess technically now 6, recognized religions. So Christianity, so Catholicism, Protestantism, Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, and I think now they recognize Confucianism. I'm not sure on that, but they believe that they're all good. They say, oh, all religions are good. They teach good principles. And so we would talk to people, and one thing that most people don't understand is that we think of Islam as being one thing, but there are very diverse schools of thought within Islam that often don't get recognized. But ISIS it's a break-off. This is not me being an expert. This is from me talking to people, understanding them and how they feel about it. They think they have strayed from the normal Islamic path. And so that's one thing, is when we see, there were Indonesian people who had been part of ISIS, and that's very, very incredibly rare. For the most part, they usually subscribe to the Sunni form of Islam, and they're just peaceful people. And so they believe that war or taking revenge on certain people is not a good thing that they should be doing. So I was able to see a huge contrast of, we support this and we don't support this. And it was nice to see how most were. So as a missionary, we have to take a report from the church to our local erte, who's the neighborhood boss. And we say, oh, look, we're missionaries, we're here, we live in this house, there's this many of us from these nationalities. And so we would do that, we'd give that to the erte. And one of my most interesting experiences that I remember is I was doing this, and I was introducing myself and the other missionaries to this erte. And he'd say, oh, I really respect you, I love you guys. If you need anything, let me know. Rules, please don't proselyte here. We don't want to disrupt this neighborhood, and I'd be afraid if someone wanted violence that they'd know exactly where to find you. So we said, yeah, that's not a problem. And he said, oh, and by the way, I'm also a minority here. And I said, wait a second, but aren't you also a Muslim? And he said, well, I am a Muslim, but I am a Shiite Muslim. And although I am Islam, I am Muslim, I'm not the same as the others. So as to the particulars, I couldn't really tell you, but he was just a wonderful, kind man, a very pleasant man to work with, that if we had problems, we could always go to him and say, hey, we have this problem, our gate broke. And he said, okay, well, here's the guy you need to call to fix that. I'd say, okay, thank you. Just very friendly guy, nice to work with.